hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to come on here and encourage you and tell you about an answered prayer I had. When I was 14, I remember that through a time in my life that I had depression. So during that time, I attempted against my life a couple of times, to the point that I was living at the time with my mom, but on the weekends I would go live with my dad. And somebody called my dad and told him that he should come over because this was going on. So he did. He showed up, and I remember I had just found God not too long before, when I was 13, around October time, September, October, somewhere around there. Or maybe I didn't find God, maybe God found me. But the church had to move away because they had outgrown the space that they were renting, and there was no church at that place anymore. And I used to love going to church. So in one of those times, I remember thinking about church and thinking about God and thinking about all these horrible memories that were going through my head, and my experiences and all the things that I had lived through, and I really didn't want to live. So I cried out to God, and I told him the things that he had done before, because once before I had asked him for things. I asked him for wisdom, I asked him for my mom to be pregnant, and for my mom to have a little baby girl. And those three things came through, and those were like one sit down with the Lord, and if you're real, Lord, this is what I want, this is what I would like to see, this is my petition. And it does say in Ephesians 6:18, pray at all times and throughout all occasions, and with your prayer, pray with a petition, or with a request. It depends what translation of the Bible you get. So that means, whenever you're sad, whenever you're happy, whenever you're in despair, whenever you're depressed, whenever you got bad news, good news, just having a good day because you woke up that day, or whatever it is, whatever you're going through, you're applying for a job, applying for a house, applying to adopt a baby, just pray through it. Pray and tell God your prayers with a request. Don't just stay silent. Don't just say, oh God, well, I'm going through this. Oh, okay, bye. No. Say, Lord, I will not like to be here. I would not like to go through this. Can you please ease the pain? Can you please, and make your request be known to God. Make your request be able to be real. Let God know, hey, I know you're there. You're listening. That's how you pray to God. And it says, and also pray for all of God's people. So the Lord went ahead and listened to my prayer. And I think I might have been in that state of depression, mind of depression, maybe a few months. I cannot remember exactly how long I was in that, but I do remember going through it and not wanting to continue to live. And God got me out of it. God got me through it. He allowed me to see how horrible and gloomy everything looks. And after that, I decided, you know what? And I asked God, give me joy. Let me see the good things that are around. And He did. Ever since then, I've been able to see good things all around. And, I grew up in the worst of the neighborhood, and I am so glad I was able to get out alive. I feel so blessed, because a lot of people died in that situation. They were forced to join the gang. They were jumped in or told and intimidated into joining the gang, and they did. And they were expected to be faithful to the gang, and they were. And they had to go out and do things that probably their parents didn't install in them, and things that were wrong: rob people, mug people, sell drugs, do drugs. Girls became pregnant at an early age. Their boyfriends or husbands that were in the gang got either arrested, killed on the street, deported, beat up, sent to the hospital, died in a shooting, or things. And then the girls were left with 1, 2, 3, multiple babies. And what do when they're teenagers and their parents are like, see, I told you that was a good for nothing. Now who's gonna help you with all these kids? And some of them had to go into prostitution. Some of them had to go and find jobs that paid very little. Some of them had to give their babies to people that didn't really care for the children, and the children got raped and abused, and so many different things. And I thank God that I didn't have to go through that. I saw it happen, and it hurts. It hurts to know it. It hurts to hear about it, and it's just very unfortunate for a lot of people. And I say, God, you have loved me so much. Not that God doesn't love them, but every time I'm in a situation, I cry out to him. And God does answer prayers. And I tell him, you've loved me so much. I know that you're going to fix this. I know you're going to do something here. I know that you can do it, Lord. Just trust in God. I pray when things are good, and I pray when things are bad. I pray when I need something, and I pray when the Lord has met my needs, when he has answered my prayers. I just pray, and I love to pray, and I just want to encourage you to continue to pray. Talk to God. He hears you. He listens to you. He's more than willing to give you all the things that you need. All you need to do is ask him, and ask him with a petition. One time I asked them to free some people. I said, if anybody comes around and wants to steal this car, freeze them in the thoughts, convict them, make them feel, make them repent, make them want to accept you, Lord. I'm still waiting on word on those thieves. When we got back to the car, they were right there frozen. I mean, God does it. There's no impossibles for him. So I'll continue to make small little videos and let you know about how God has worked in my life, all the answered prayers I have seen, because there are so many. But this one, him healing me from suicidal thoughts, that was my second prayer that he answered, the second one. And I'm just going to continue telling you. And the next one, I heard something one time when I was praying. I want to tell you about that, so stay tuned to my channel. I love you. Lord said I'm a soul snatcher. I'm going to try and snatch some souls. So God bless you. Stay encouraged and stay in the Lord. Love you. Bye.